Well, hello everybody. I got my vote mask on today of A Song a Day Keeps the Virus Away. And I welcome you here to my car again because right over there is the VFW in Willimantic, Connecticut. And I'm going to go and help set up for the election tomorrow. I'm going to be a checker tomorrow. And I'm going to be wearing my mask, and I'm going to be wearing my plastic shield, and I'm going to be sitting behind a piece of plexiglass, and I think all shall be well. And so I'm going to go over there and help them, but I didn't have time to get over there and find a place to do this song over there, so instead I'm sitting in the back seat of my car. If you could see this, you would not believe it. There's a piece of mail, actually a box that I received today in the mail for Howie. It's sitting on the armrest, which on top of that is a container of Clorox wipes, and this phone is leaning against the Clorox wipes to keep it so that I can see you. So, welcome. Well, today I thought I would do, for the season, a little voting song. And this song was written by Rose Sanders. She was the first African-American woman to be elected, or to be a judge in Alabama. She's a civil rights attorney. She's a songwriter. She's an education activist and a playwright. And she lives in Selma with her 3 children. She wrote this song, and I had my kids when I was doing my teaching job. I had my kids sing this song during one of the elections back then, and it's been recorded by the children of Selma along with Jane Sapp, and Peter and Mary Alice Amadon recorded it with their 2 sons on their I'll Never Forget album, which I think is on Folk Legacy Records. But so I thought this would be a perfectly appropriate one. Now I'm going to sing it twice because it's very, very short, and you can sing the part that voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility. I'm just a child. Oh, now I gotta start it all over. Just let me get one thing straight here. There we go. Okay, now I can do it. Here we go. I'm just a little child, you say. I don't know what's going on in the world today. But when I hear the little children cry, I have to ask the reason why. I'd like to bring about a change, but I'm too young to play the voting game. Won't someone please hear my plea and go to the polls and vote for me? Mother, father, take a stand. Vote for me until I can. Teacher, doctor, preacher, man, vote for me until I can. Voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility. Voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility to me. Told you it was short. That's all there is to it. So, you can join me at the beginning and sing any of the repeated parts. Here we go. I'm just a little child, you say. I don't know what's going on in the world today. But when I hear the little children cry, I have to ask the reason why. I'd like to bring about a change, but I'm too young to play the voting game. Won't someone please hear my plea and go to the polls and vote for me? Mother, father, take a stand. Vote for me until I can. Sister, brother, take my hand. Vote for me until I can. Teacher, doctor, preacher, man, vote for me until I can. Voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility. Voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility to me. And mother, father, take a stand. Vote for me until I can. Sister, my hand. Vote for me until I can. Teacher, doctor, preacher, man. Vote for me until I can. Voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility. Voting is more than a right, you see. Voting is your responsibility to me. So thanks to Rose Sanders, who wrote that song, and for the several people who recorded it, making it possible for me to learn it, for singing it for you. And I wish you all the luck tomorrow. I am really happy that I'm going to be working at the polls, because I don't think I could stand to be at home with the TV or the radio. We don't have a TV, so there's no TV, but the radio or the computer or the phone or any of that, I'm just going to be busy taking people's votes, and what could be more positive than that? So do your best. You can send your last few dollars out to get the last few votes out in places like Georgia and Arizona and Texas and Florida, wherever, but go for it. Anyway, that's it for today. Do go visit www.sallyrogers.com. Oh, and I have to tell you, my album is this much closer again. I listened to all of it yesterday, and it's got just a couple little tweaks that have to happen. And the booklet that goes into the CD is getting made. And if you ordered the album in advance as a download, I will also send you the little booklet. I'm hoping I can send it to you by email. And then if you ordered, well, I didn't tell you about this yet. I also have those little boxed sets, not exactly like the 40 songs, 40 years, but very similar, except it's in black walnut, I think. Little black walnut boxes with a thumb drive in it. And if you want to order one of those, I would also include in there the booklet for the lyrics and so forth. But I haven't got that up on my website yet. I promised you to have it here by today, but I don't. So it'll probably be end of the week before that's up on my website, the little thumb drive. But everything else is up there, so if you want to pre-order the album and save yourself a little bit of money, now's the chance. So thank you so much. Be well, be safe, make sure your vote gets counted. Take care. Bye-bye.